All right, good morning, agents. This is Kevin Lauren. I'm the Director of Training and Marketing here at Alta Realty Group. And today we've got a big webinar. We've got a lot of stuff we're going to go over, so we're going to get right into it. Main topic today is utilizing the ARG blog to start those real estate conversations we're always talking about. So, super good stuff. Going to show you exactly how to do it, how I do it, and there's a lot of different variations on that. But before we get into today's presentation, and we're also going to have a special guest, Michelle Denez from Tycor. So she's going to show us a farming tool. But before we get into all that good stuff, we're going to have our good friend Bill Seitz, corporate broker from Alta Realty Group, join us. Good morning, Bill. How you doing?
Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, everybody. How are we today?
Fantastic.
How was
Great.
your Easter?
Easter was awesome. Had everybody come out to the ranch and just baked a big old ham and hung out. It was beautiful weather. Rode some
Perfect.
horses. It's good.
Awesome. Well, hope everyone else had a happy Easter and had some family time or however we celebrate it, but we certainly did, and it was a nice day. So hope everyone enjoyed it as well. Kevin, just a quick reminder. If you weren't on last week, we did make the reminder of the address change. So we're still seeing some people using the old address, and we've kind of been trying to really communicate that through email, through the webinars. Please be mindful of that. We want everyone to get paid. We want all of the necessary documents to get processed in a timely fashion. So if you're still operating with the old address, you need to update that in your records and on your signature line if you're using the corporate address for your signature. So please do that. Kevin, it's on the website, right? It's you can find it the bottom of the homepage, I presume.
Yep, it's there. It's been changed just about everywhere. There was only about 50 spots where we had to change that. So yeah, we're up to date now. So took a little while, but yeah, we're looking good there.
Awesome. Well, as you said, today's Big Wednesday.
It is Big Wednesday. And also, we do have four different possible recruits that are on the webinar this morning. So, welcome you guys. Welcome Mark Bethley, Dana Sartorley, Brittany Hawkins, and George Akers. So, glad to have you guys here. This is our Wednesday office meeting and where we talk about all different kinds of stuff. So, glad to have you guys here and looking forward to having you guys possibly join our group.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Kevin, for recognizing those agents. We're super happy you guys are on our weekly training, our gathering. This is what we do every Wednesday. We get together, we talk about important topics from marketing to best practices. We talk about the markets, and it's really a great way to get reinvigorated, get some new information, and to improve on your business. Um, the broker tip this week, Kevin, was on days, the terms in the contract, which I think a lot of the agents get confused on some of this stuff. When acceptance, what day one is versus day zero, what is a full day, what constitutes a full day. So we're gonna play a quick little video. It's only about 3.5 minutes long. This gal does a very good job of summarizing this, and I think it's a good refresher for those agents that maybe need to see it. We rely a lot on our TCs, but everyone should kind of know the basics here. And she does a real good job in 3.5 minutes of explaining what the terms mean exactly and how to utilize them. So let's play that real quick.
You got it.
When is the buyer's deposit due? What day are seller disclosures due? And what do you do if one of those dates falls on a weekend or holiday? Let's talk about it. So how do we count days in a real estate purchase contract? Let's start with the definition of two main components. What is considered a day and what is considered acceptance. A day is a calendar day up to 11:59 p.m. A business day is Monday through Friday, and that's excluding legal federal holidays. Now, fun fact, the only task that is counted using business days is the buyer's initial deposit. So now you know. Now, the next definition to know is what is considered acceptance. Now, as a TC, I can't properly prepare a timeline without knowing where our starting point is. According to the contract, acceptance means the time the offer or final counter offer is fully executed in writing by the recipient party and is delivered to the offering party or that party's authorized agent. So in short, acceptance is when the final fully executed document is delivered to the originating party. Now, the acceptance date is considered day zero. So rather than it being counted, it is considered a starting point for us. To prepare the transaction timeline, we'll begin on the following day. That is day one. So from day one, you will count every single day. Yes, this will include the weekends and the holidays, and you will keep counting until you reach the number of days set. Let's say you're landing on day 7. Now, what happens when you stop counting and day 7 happens to land on a weekend or a legal holiday? Spoiler alert, it does not move backwards. According to the definition, it would move forward to the next applicable business day. That means if something lands on a Saturday or Sunday, it would be due the following Monday.
But what if Monday's a holiday?
I'm so glad you asked. If the following Monday is a holiday, then you would again move forward to the next applicable day, which would be Tuesday, and so on and so on. When it comes to the close of escrow date, please take into consideration whether or not the county recorder's office is open that day. If they happen to be closed, you would then, of course, move to the next date forward, whatever that may be in this case. Now, be mindful, by definition, parties do have until 11:59 p.m. on said due date to deliver whatever is needed that day. In real estate, we typically work within normal business hours. For example, I'm in the office Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, if I receive something at 8 p.m., there's a good chance I won't see it until the next day. Was it delivered? Yes, but it's not very helpful in being delivered when someone likely wouldn't see it. So I'd recommend to be mindful of the timing because you'll want to give the other side the opportunity to acknowledge receipt in a timely manner. So I hope this was helpful information for the next time you're preparing a contract timeline. I listed the current residential purchase agreement paragraphs in the description box below so you can reference the definitions verbatim. If you found this information valuable and are maybe looking for a transaction coordinator in the Northern California area, please visit mercedesthetc.com to see how my team and I may be of service.
That was good. I like how she summarized that, Bill.
Yeah, very, very easy to understand. I think where most agents typically, maybe not our more seasoned agents, but maybe our newer agents or don't do a lot of transactions, I think the confusion comes with day 1 versus day 0. As she mentioned, a day is a full 24-hour basically period, right? From midnight to So when we get a contract executed or, the counter signed and you send it back, fully executed contract, it could be, whatever, it's 4 p.m. or middle of the day. That is day 0. You're not counting that as the first full day because it's not a full day. So it's important to recognize that your starting point, as she said, starts basically day 1 is the following day. So, and I also like when she mentioned delivery awareness. If you're sending stuff at ridiculous hours, 11 at night, 12 at night, 2 a.m, I get it. Some people work that late, but you also have to understand not everyone does work that way. So, I think people try to do, majority of their business during business hours, as she mentioned, but just don't expect everybody to answer your emails that are coming in at 1:15 in the morning.
That's a really good point, Bill.
It's just not realistic, and it's not really having awareness, right? I mean,
Yeah.
she summarizes it perfectly. Being aware of when you're delivering these documents. Are they likely to be seen right away, or are they going to get buried in 20, 30 more emails? So anyways, let's take a quick look at the markets. Keep moving. I know we got a lot to cover here.
Yeah. So, take a look.
Yeah, so there you go. We've had a pullback. There is, if you scroll down to hair, Kevin, almost called you Tyler. You are not Tyler. Can you
That's
scroll
all
down
right.
just a hair, just a touch? Should be a headline right there. Go down a little
A
more.
little headline down here, sure.
Yeah. So U.S. Treasury yields fall sharply, basically on the reports of a ceasefire. So good news for the moment. I'm cautiously optimistic, but we have pulled back quite a bit. What are we at? 4.2 something?
We are at four
You need to scroll back up.
point 273.
Yeah, so we're off the highs. You can see we're trending down. That's all good. We want to see those go down closer to 4% or in the high threes. If we do that, we will be rocking and rolling. So let's hope for more good news. And if we do see more good news, those rates should be coming down. And hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully in time for, the end of the spring selling season into summer, that could be really good timing. So let's have it. Come on.
yeah, let's see if gas prices drop.
Yeah. All,
That'll be
all
the real
indicators
benchmark.
show that it probably should, but hey, I don't have a crystal ball yet.
Okay, let's move to our quick, funny reel for Instagram, and then we'll get going with Michelle and the crew.
Yeah. All right. Let's see this guy here. Hold on.
This is kind of a funny one. It's his
What guys you
first open
bringing?
house.
Or what brings you guys in? Welcome. In or yeah.
Hey,
Hey, you here for the open house? I'm so excited to show you around the house. So this sink's got a nice view window. Oh, I mean, just like a past. This house is pretty fire, huh? So what do you think? Thanks for coming. I appreciate you, man. Did you have a nice time? Are you gonna give me a call?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what guy?
That is awful.
So
Yikes.
I have a laugh at this one, Kevin, because I used to do so many open houses. I would basically Saturday, Sunday, like clockwork. I did open house every single weekend. And I remember those first few, whatever, the first year of real estate, it's kind of, you're kind of faking it till you make it. And so I can resonate with that. It's pretty funny. When you're new and you don't have maybe the confidence, you're just kind of trying to make it work. So yeah, we've all been there. So
Yeah, that's rough. All right, perfect. Well, thanks for all that good stuff, Bill. We went through a lot. Let me bring Joanna Herbst on the line. Let me make you a panelist, Joanna, if you could accept that. And then you can hop on the webinar. Boom. Hello, Joanna. And you can unmute yourself. You're loud.
Joanna
Oh,
and
and we also have
Michelle.
Hey,
Michelle.
everybody.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for
Oh,
having us.
we have
Hey,
both of you
and
guys
Bill.
in one spot. Yay for us.
Yes, yes, we squeezed in together. Well,
Yeah,
first I
so
want to
yeah,
say thank
so
you to, yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
I was
Kevin.
just gonna say,
Did
well,
I?
Michelle Denise is from Tycor. Tycor, she's one of our go-to reps for Tycor, so it's great to have you on here. It's been a little while, and Michelle and
Yes,
I
yes.
know each other also outside of business from the horseback riding world. So
Yes,
also
yes.
friends.
Now you know why we have to make lots of business happen because we have to pay for our habits. Yeah, our horse
100%.
habits.
So there you go.
Well, thank you.
So
Thank you,
ladies,
Bill. Thank you,
yeah,
Kevin.
yeah. Tell us,
yeah.
tell us what's happening today.
Yeah. So we're grateful to be here, guys.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much for
much.
having us. We really appreciate the opportunity to work with the Alta agents, and we just wanted to start off by saying I'm assuming every agent on this Zoom right now, our goal is to increase inventory and to grow business, right? So we're in the trenches with you with that. That's for title. We're dead in the water if our agents aren't making business happen, right? If there's not deals happening. So we come up with different platforms, different technology tools. Right now, we're going to cover today some of the farming. Joanna's going to cover that. But we really get granular when we do farming for our agents. So for those agents out there where your goal is to increase inventory, maybe you're working with a sphere of influence and you need to cultivate more referral business out of that. Those are our sweet spots. That's where we shine, and that's where we help our agents get more business. So Joanna's going to touch on a few things that our farming program can cover. So you can see that it's different than old school. If anybody was doing business 5 years ago, business farming today is not like it was 5 years ago. There's no more, let me just mail just to your just solds or your just listeds and pray to the real estate gods that your phone's going to ring. We got to do a little bit more than that. And we can get granular with some of the filters. So Joanna, take it away.
Can you guys see? I just switched over to this little in here flyer. Can you guys see that?
Yep, looks good.
Okay, great. So this is a new platform that we have. I've been with Tycor for 6 years, and I have about 4 Tycor property profile platforms. So I'm so happy that they decided to use a different name other than Tycor, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to show you guys Farm in here. Again, this is something new that our company has just rolled out. It is an up-to-date, current, elevated. It's an awesome platform. I'm hoping your agents are already using something to pull property profiles. If they're not, this is a great tool for that as well. So this is just a quick flyer. And what I'm going to jump to next is one of the farms and just show you guys really quickly why we love the farming that you're able to extract from it. And then in the chat, I actually have a full demo video. It's a little bit longer than the video you guys showed, so we're not going to spend time showing that. It's about 7 minutes. That was a great video, by the way. I really appreciate understanding the zero date and then day 1. That was awesome. I'll put that in the chat. And then as your agents are taking a look at this, we're here to partner with them to get set up. I can do personal demos and all of that. So again, this is called Farm in Here, and it's just an awesome property profile platform as well as a farming tool. I'm going to switch over to, let me go back to this. I think I have to switch. I think I have to stop share here really quick and then just bear with me. I'm going to switch over to our Excel. So why we love this farming platform is because of how they extract the data. It gets, like Michelle said, super, super granular. So if you pull out a farm out of this program, you're going to get this overview with a turnover rate. I always say be careful focusing too much on turnover rate. Yes, it's a metric to pay attention to, but it's 100% relative, obviously, to your number of properties. If you're in a senior community, they're usually standard about 5%. Sometimes high turnover means you've missed the boat in that neighborhood, and sometimes a low turnover means you're actually on track to find a hot spot. So again, there's a lot of different things that come with turnover ratio. I always say don't focus just on that. Another thing too, here you have your positive equity, owner occupied. So just in the snapshot alone, you can kind of get an idea of this particular farm. Is this something I want to kind of focus on, or should I shift away from this? And then as you go through the bottom, it breaks up the entire farm into all these little mini farms. So they pull a hot properties. That's usually just kind of taking what's recently sold and then mirroring what else is in that neighborhood. So length of residency, bedroom, bath. It's not super sophisticated using AI tools or anything like that, but it is going to pull out a few properties that, hey, you should focus on these. Go door knock these. Let's get some phone numbers for you. Do a hyper focused mailing campaign on these farms. And then, sorry, I've got to move this up so I can see. Then you have an all properties tab. So self-explanatory, that's going to be your full list. Owner occupied, non-owner occupied. And then there's about, I want to say almost 20 different filters that this automatically pulls out for you. So before, I would have to go through and extract all of this and create mini micro farms for our agents, where now we have a platform that just does it in one shot. It's awesome.
Or it would be back and forth. You'd request a farm and then go, oh, you can pull non-owner occupieds, or right? You'd have to go back and forth. So now it's just you just tab back and forth.
It's super, super easy to use. And so as you can see, I'm just tabbing through some of the criteria here. Owned for 5 to 7 years. Some of it won't have anything in there. but you can utilize this to sort of really build your target audience and start targeting. And then I'll show you guys really quick. I'm just going to go back to
55 plus.
I'll just go back to this one, own 5 to 7 years. This platform does have a skip trace option. You do have to pay per lead. So that's why you don't see any information in these owner 1, owner 2 phone columns. But as you scroll through, and I'm not going to try to go too fast here, just so you can see the type of data you get. There's a market status, which is awesome. So you can see if something's listed or recently sold. Everything is automatically filtered, so you can work with that to sort of extract the data even further. As we continue to scroll, you get into, your beds, bath, stories. Sometimes there'll be data in there that is not always available. And I say too, if you're really focusing on second story or single stories, it's best if you can actually put eyeballs on those properties, because sometimes that data is not 100% reliable. And then what's great about this too is you guys get loan data in this. So previously, loan data was always considered a premium lead. So you would have to pay 5 cents or whatever that platform was charging to pull that data out, where now you get it free of charge. So you can go in and see, okay, open liens. Do I have a second? Do I have any foreclosure activity? And then it ends at the end with your mailing address. So again, another great piece that is new to essentially the industry, making all of this mortgage information available at zero cost to the agents.
Now,
And
this is really important, lady, because we've been talking a lot about lately when you're going into a listing presentation, knowing all of this stuff before you walk into the room so you are the expert. And that way it builds credibility and the sellers understand that you know your market. So all this stuff is really, really key to know before you even walk into that appointment.
Yeah, and Kevin, I'm glad you brought that up too. Anybody going on a listing presentation, if they reach out in advance, again, not everyone needs hard copies, but there are usually with let's just say 55 plus, there are certain clientele that likes a hard copy, and we put together hard copy, and it's got additional content in there that you can use in your listing presentation that makes you look like a superstar. So just keep that in mind. If you have any listing presentations coming up, you can reach us, give us a couple days notice so that we can print it, put it together, and either deliver it or get in the mail to you.
yes, if you're out of the area, give us time to pop that in the mail. And what I was just scrolling through is I just changed over to a different tab, but I wanted to show you guys, you have estimated equity. And again, keyword estimated, but all I did here was, if you're not familiar with using a filter, I just changed largest to smallest. So now I can really go in and go, okay, I'm going to focus on these 5 people. I'm going to get their phone numbers. I'm going to call them. I'm going to put them in my CRM, however you want to work the data. And then we're also here we can partner with you on that. If you're like, okay, great, I built this farm, I have this data, I don't know what to do with it. That's where we come in. Give us a call. We're happy to help put some strategies in place, kind of help you drill down on all of that, and get some traction going. Things take time. Farming takes time. We say it's a marriage, and the biggest, I can't say 100% does work, because I think that it takes a lot of different things and knowing your strengths, but what 100% does not work is giving up. I see agents that they change, and I'm going to close this out here. They change their farm after 6 months. Oh, I didn't do anything. And so we go back and we say, well, A, what did you do? What did you do consistently? What did you not do? And changing your geographical area is not necessarily going to make you more successful. You're starting over at zero. So, like I said, know your strengths, know what you're willing to do. You don't have to do everything, but it takes different touches and it takes consistency to be successful.
Yeah, and just to parlay on what Joanna's saying, strategies and systems is where we shine, because technology is great. Technology tools are wonderful, but if you're not real clear on how to implement,
Exactly.
and how to drill down that rabbit hole for a specific niche market that you're chasing, that's what we do best. So we're here as a resource, guys. We put our contact information in the chat. So any questions or you need anything else from us?
That is perfect. And of course, I'll
Good.
also put your information on. I always put out
Thank you.
the webinar replays. And Phil,
Thank
it's
you.
almost like these ladies have been on all of my webinars, huh?
Yeah, you guys have done a great job.
We got the buzzwords going. There we go. I like it. I like it. So good to see you, Bill. I haven't seen you for a
Likewise, I
minute.
know it's been
Yep.
forever, Michelle. So, and nice to
Oh,
meet
well,
you too, Joanna.
yeah.
Yeah, you too.
Joanna's-
Thank you.
It's the brains behind the operation right here.
All
I
right,
don't know
well,
about that,
we
but-
need that.
Yeah, we'll follow up with that video, maybe in an email, so you guys can put that, in your back office or anywhere that's useful, and then we can help get your agent set up on that platform if they're interested.
Love it, ladies. Really
Okay.
appreciate it.
Thanks
Hey,
for
Big
having
Wednesday,
us.
right? Woo! Have a great
Big
day,
Wednesday,
everybody.
that's right.
Bye, y'all.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
So really important stuff. Glad that the ladies are, echoing a lot of the stuff that we talk about. And that leads us right into today's presentation of taking our our blog information, and which we put out every month, and using that to create those real estate conversations that we know lead to the deals. So I always send these out, but let's just go through. This is the April blog post, and you can always find our blog posts on argca.co. That is our marketing platform that all of our agents have access to through Program 2, $99 a month. That gives you your CRM and website. And when you have that, your URL is your name.argca.co. So you have a personalized blog. It's all put out there for you. They read extremely well. They have references at the bottom. They are very well done. And this month's is buying a home together right for your family. Here's how to think through it. So it goes through all different kinds of facets of multi-generational living, all of the things that are, positives, pluses, and things to look at when you are considering it. So the coolest thing that we have is we have access to this system where we always have these blogs that are posted. So there's a lot of different ways to utilize these blogs. Of course, if you have your Seer interactive system, you're going to be able to create an action plan, which is just a fancy way of saying a drip campaign. And so we're going to display, this is Jeff Rounds, who's using these very well. So this is what they look like. So when you have this and you're able to send this out to everybody in your list and in your farm, as Michelle showed us, you're able to send out something that it's exactly like this. So we're going to reference this blog, but we're going to talk about this and say, hey, multi-generational living is no longer a fallback plan. It's becoming a deliberate strategy for families who want to share costs, stay connected, and build something that works for how their lives are structured today. So if this is something your family has been considering, our latest blog post breaks down everything worth knowing before you start the search, from what to look at in a property to the financial and legal conversations that most families skip. So you have the link, then you have a snapshot of what is in there, and then you have a little wrap up. And of course, this system drops in your signature line, all that good stuff. And then when they click on that, it goes directly to here. So it's a really good way to send something out. And then once you send it out, of course, what you're going to do is you're going to follow up, and you're going to make phone calls, and you're going to send text messages, and you're going to send direct messages in Facebook or in Instagram. The other thing that you're going to do is you're going to post this to your social media. So this is our social media post, and click see more. Okay, so it'll have the link. If you click on this link goes directly to that blog post. So another way, and again, if you don't have the Sierra system, you can just do this. You can also put it into your Instagram. And in Instagram, what you should do is, at least what we do in our profile, is we have what's called a link tree. So everybody, maybe you don't know, but in Instagram, you're not allowed to post individual links in your posts. So what you do is in your post, you click on the link in my link tree, and just like we have, join our Wednesday webinars, I have all these different things that I can reference. You can also have my blog. And so you can always have a link to the blog in your link tree. So a lot of different ways that we can utilize this blog technology and this blog strategy to get it out to our clients and make sure that we are doing everything that we can to start those real estate conversations. So let me also share this graphic, and I've got two that I'm going to share with you. So this is the template. This is the little email template. I have them every month. And then I'd have another template. So if you're just starting this out and you don't want this email to come out of just left field, you can also use my re-engagement template. And so this one is super simple. The subject is my apologies. You deserve an apology from me. I realize it's been a while since I've been in touch. And that's on me. Staying connected and being a consistent resource for you is something I genuinely care about. And I dropped the ball. So you can create this re-engagement template and send this out to everybody in your farm and everybody in your sphere of influence to reconnect and to start again. Because I know a lot of people that are on this call probably haven't been connecting with their clients the way that they should. And so this is a really good way to just start that process. And then once you do that, then you can start sending out these monthly communications with everybody in your sphere of influence, everybody on your list, and everybody in your farm. So another thing that I will show you is I can also provide you with a step-by-step action plan of exactly how you can do this. And this is a guide for you. So, it's like step one, make sure that you have your site set up, and our site's already set up for you. Step two, and if you haven't, create your Facebook business page, set up an Instagram professional account, right? We recommend using a CRM, Sierra Interactive, super easy to use, one of the more user-friendly CRMs that I've seen. And then this is a step-by-step thing of exactly the checklist of what to do. So you review the blog post, understand what it says. Then you can do a lot of other things with that. You can customize the blog post to, add things that you want to say that might not be in the blog post. Step two is update your database. Before you send it out, make sure that you have added everybody that you may have talked to since the last time you sent it out, right? Make sure that you have if you haven't done this yet, you do the re-engagement letter, right? Another really cool thing that you can do is you can do a video of yourself talking about what this blog post is all about. And then you can post that on social media. So then you want to schedule your posts. There are all kinds of other posts that you can schedule with respect to the blog. So you could have 4 or 5 posts throughout the month that reference the blog. So there's so many different ways that you can utilize this blog strategy to start those conversations throughout the month. And so the first thing to remember is just sending out the blog, that's okay. But the power is in that follow-up and making sure that your clients and your people in your sphere of influence know that it got out there and it got to them. Sometimes the stuff goes into spam. Oh, you didn't get it? Okay, no problem. Let me text it to you. Let me do some other way. Let me direct message it to you. So this is one of the easiest strategies. If you're not going to do anything else, this strategy is probably the easiest one to implement and has the most success out of any of the strategies if you're just going to pick one. So, Bill, what do you think about just, if you were not going to do anything else, what do you think about using the blog post strategy?
Well, I would say that the agents have no excuses
Yeah.
because you have provided a blog for them.
Yeah.
So all they have to do is have a list, right?
Yes.
Um,
Have a
and if you,
list, send it out, and follow up.
yeah, I apologize if there's some background noise. The gardeners decided to come, so
Oh, they
um,
always during the webinars is when they love to come.
it's unbelievable. But if you're part time, like this is a great way to stay connected to your clients. Like if you're full time, absolutely you got to be doing this. And I'd say you'd be crazy not to do it, whether you're just doing it as a pick up a couple deals a year or you're a full time agent. So this is just an absolute no brainer. Kevin and I used to do this on a regular basis with our Baja Surf properties. People actually were looking forward to our blogs and our newsletters because we took the time to put good content out there, and everybody knows content is king. Everything revolves around content. So if you're putting out stuff that doesn't make sense or it doesn't connect with people, you're not going to have the engagement. So that's really important.
And also remember consistency. We never missed a month, and we ran that company for 7 years, and we never ever missed a month. It was consistent, and that's something that Michelle and Joanna touched on as well.
No, 100%. It's like going to the gym. You can't go to the gym once a month and expect you're going to have a beach body, right?
Nope.
Like you got to go 3 times a week minimum. You got to be disciplined. You got to show up. You got to do all those things. And this business is no different.
Yeah, and so this is not the first or last time I'm going to go through this blog strategy. I've been talking about it for years. I'm never going to stop talking about it. And I just want you guys to utilize it, try it out, be consistent with it, and you will find success in it.
Also, Kevin, I know some of us are on this webinar are in the program too. So they pay the $99 a month. They
Yeah.
get the CRM, they get all the marketing bells and whistles, they get some time with you. Just a reminder, if you're struggling with some of this stuff and you need to implement this in your business, sign up for program 2. Get Kevin's help on a personal level. Let him help you set this up. Let's have him hold you accountable. Let's get this stuff going. It's pennies for what you're getting, and it'll impact your business in a profound way. So reminder that is available to you guys is that program 2.
Yeah, and at the bottom of every replay that I send out, there is a link where you can click on it, upgrade. If you can't find it, just call me. Super easy. I'll get you upgraded. Yeah, no excuses. And just like I talked about, I think last week or the week before, this is an investment, and this is not just a cost. This is something that you can, actually get return on your investment on. You can get ROI from these things. So make it happen. All right, perfect. Well, Bill, thank you very much for your insights.
Yeah.
That was a lot of good stuff today. I know we went a little over, but really good things. Get a hold of Michelle if you need to get access to their farming. It's a great way, especially if you haven't, you don't have a good list. Great way to start your list and augment your list. So contact them. I'll have their contact information on the replay. So agents, get out there, make today a good day. Make today a productive day, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday on the webinar. Bye-bye.